All right, let's talk about something pretty incredible. We're going to look at the life and the wisdom of Dr. Shigeaki Hinahara. He was a Japanese doctor who didn't just study longevity, he was the ultimate example of it.
Yeah, you heard that right. He lived to be 105 years old. I mean, think about that. Over a century of experience. And he spent his entire life trying to figure out how we can all live longer, healthier, and just as importantly, happier lives.
And look, this wasn't just about hitting a big number on a birthday cake. It was all about his vitality, his mindset. He wasn't just surviving, he was absolutely thriving, feeling decades younger than he actually was. I mean, get this, at 101, he was still getting on a plane and flying to New York to give lectures. So you've got to ask, right? What was his secret? How on earth did he keep up that kind of energy for so long? Well, as it turns out, it wasn't just one thing. It was a whole way of looking at life.
So let's meet the man himself. Dr. Hinahara wasn't just a doctor. He was one of Japan's most beloved physicians, and he was working and contributing to society way past the age most of us even dream of getting to. His entire life was driven by a deep sense of purpose.
I mean, just think about this for a second. Feeling like you're in your 70s when you're 100 is amazing enough, but to keep a schedule that includes international travel and actually continuing to see patients, that is just on a completely different level.
So, how do you pull it off? Well, it wasn't some magic pill or a single secret trick. His vitality came from a complete lifestyle, and it was built on 7 key principles that pretty much touched every single part of his life.
Okay, so here they are, his 7 core ideas. Just take a look. You'll probably notice right away that this goes way beyond the usual advice. Sure, you see stay active, but then you see things like don't retire, find a strong purpose, and give to others. This isn't just a to-do list, it's a blueprint for a life that's rich in every way, physically, mentally, and socially. Let's dig into a few of these, starting with the physical side of things.
In this quote, right here, it just nails his whole philosophy on movement. See, for Dr. Hinahara, being active wasn't about blocking out an hour for the gym. Nope, it was about weaving movement into the fabric of his day. He was famous for always taking the stairs, never the elevator. He made it natural, constant.
All right, so we've talked about movement. Now what about food? Of course, that was a huge piece of the puzzle. But his approach might surprise you with how simple and moderate it was. He used to say, it's best not to tire the body with too many rules. So let's see what that looked like in real life.
And when you actually look at what he ate, wow, it's so simple. For breakfast, it was coffee, milk, and orange juice with a tablespoon of olive oil mixed in, which he said was great for his arteries and skin. Lunch was super light, sometimes nothing more than milk and a couple of biscuits, because he wanted to stay focused on his work. Dinner was his main meal, and it was always straightforward. Veggies, a little fish, and some rice. And this is where you really see the difference, right? On one side, you have his plate, full of whole, natural, nutrient-rich foods. On the other side, you've got so many modern diets, packed with processed stuff, tons of sugar, and unhealthy fats that we know cause inflammation and speed up aging. It's a night and day comparison.
Now, underneath all of this was one simple but super powerful idea that comes from Okinawa, a place famous for people who live a very long time. It's called Hara Hachibu. It's this piece of ancient wisdom that just cuts through all the noise of modern diet fads. The instruction is simple. Stop eating before you feel completely full. This image just makes it so clear, doesn't it? It's about getting to that 80% point and then just stopping. You're leaving that last 20% of space. It's the critical difference between feeling satisfied and feeling stuffed. That simple little pause gives your whole body a break. And look, this isn't just some old folk wisdom. There's real science here. Eating this way actually reduces stress on your cells, it can kickstart your body's cellular repair processes, and it helps balance the hormones that tell you when you're hungry or full. It's a tiny habit with huge, scientifically proven benefits for your health in the long run.
Okay, so we've got movement, we've got diet. But there's another piece of this puzzle. And honestly, it's one we so often forget about when we talk about health. And that's the power of human connection. For Dr. Hinahara, a long life wasn't a solo mission. He saw connection as a vital nutrient.
He knew that spending time with the people you love, being involved in your community, and giving back, these things weren't just nice hobbies, they are essential. They give you a sense of purpose, they slash your stress, and they fight off loneliness, which, by the way, modern research shows can be as bad for your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day.
So, okay, we've got all this incredible wisdom. What do we actually do with it?
Well, Dr. Hinohara's life doesn't give us a rigid set of rules we have to follow. It's more like a flexible blueprint, a guide that we can adapt to our own lives.
And maybe this is the biggest lesson of all. Living a long, healthy, happy life isn't some prize you win at the end of the game. It's the sum of all the small, conscious choices you make every single day in how you move, what you eat, who you spend your time with, and the purpose that pulls you out of bed in the morning. He literally left us the blueprint. He showed us the way. He proved it was possible to live with passion and purpose for over a century. So the only real question left is, which piece of his incredible wisdom are you going to start with?